Sam talked about the execution of Oregon's defense against the Ohio State offense. We're going to show it to you. Some serious football now. Kirk Herbstreit, Tim Tebow here along with the TYSA Texans. So, Tim, Ohio State's going to try to run some zone read. Show me why, with Kirk's help on defense, why it's difficult against Oregon.
Well, Oregon runs a 3-4 defense, but their defensive ends line up in a 4-eye technique.
A 4-eye means, for the fans, usually you have a defensive end out here, which makes this offensive tackle, right, Tim, easier to climb up to get to this linebacker.
No question.
And now Tim, as a quarterback, or Cardell Jones, he reads this guy right here.
Easy read.
Tackle run over.
All right, so come on back.
A lot easier.
Now what Oregon will do, Tim, is they're going to move him, as we said, a 4-eye, so the inside shoulder here of this offensive tackle. Now it's harder for this guy to work, because you get bang in there.
He will play into him. And they will teach their big 4-eye techniques, who are 6'7", 6'8", 280, 290,
studs.
big-time guys. They will play into this tackle. They do not want to let him get up to that inside linebacker, because they know if he gets up to him free, this guy is on an island.
Right.
So they play into him hard, where it's a hard read for the quarterback. It's muddy water, and they're hoping he makes a bad decision.
So what you can do to combat that is you can try to get outside of it. If you have a 4-eye who's way down in here, you can bring this offensive tackle, pin him inside.
Set the edge.
Now you're going to come out here, right?
Yep, absolutely. That's why it's key for Oregon's outside linebackers to be able to step up and make one-on-one tackles on the outside, because they're going to try to put Ezekiel Elliott and Cardell Jones and all of their playmakers on the outside, where they get one-on-one matchups.
Cardell Jones, these last 2 games, it's been all about the vertical passing game. Be very interesting, because Oregon's defense in the last month or so, they've done a great job of eliminating the deep ball, playing a lot of zone, kind of a bend but don't break mentality. They're going to force you to execute in the red zone. Against Florida State, they gave up some yards, but they had their eyes on the football, allowed them to just rally to the ball, and made you execute in the red zone.
And that's where Cardell struggled last week against Alabama. He didn't always take what they gave him, especially in the red area. Sometimes it's okay to pull it down, take what they give you, check it down. You don't have to score on every play in the red zone.
In about 20 seconds, is Cardell Jones equipped to run sideways, to run to the outside that much?
I don't think so. We were talking about
he's not made that way.
He's a downhill guy. That's why against Alabama, when they ran it a couple times, it was the outside zone where he gets a little bit of the momentum. You've seen a lot of quarterbacks run that. Tim ran it himself. It's a totally different read, right?
Very different read. But this kid's 251 pounds. Yeah. He squats almost 500 pounds. He's got strong legs. This kid needs to be going downhill.
Now you know a little bit more about how Oregon's going to attack Ohio State and vice versa when the Buckeyes have the ball. So the TYSA Texans, get in here and break it down, fellas. Come on, let's hear what you got. Come on.
Oh, there you
We go.
All right, enough of this. Give me 2 on the ball. Let's go in the stands right here. You're running the ball. Ready, set, hut. Easy. Take it easy there.
Game action.
I know Reese was getting a little too hyped there.
Absolutely. And the little number 1 fella was cold. Had his hands in his pockets. He's like, put me down, man.
It's cold in North Texas now.
Oh, yeah.
Once again, the championship game Monday right here on ESPN between the Buckeyes and the Oregon Ducks. Speaking of champion in the